Seeing the title of this song, What Goes On, is really just making me think of Marvin Gaye's What's Going On. And I haven't thought about that album for a while, but it just makes me want to listen to it. Like, and now I have it just playing on my head. But let's put that aside for now and listen to the Beatles with What Goes On, continuing, of course, with Rubber Soul. And let's just dive on into it. What goes on goes what on goes what. We're going to find out. Here we go. Here we go. Okay.
The other day I saw you as I walked along the road. Mine, you are tearing me apart. Here's someone with a name. Did you mean to break my heart?
I love how, like, for me, like, going back in history and listening to the Beatles, it's really cool to see how influential they are in so many different aspects. I love how this track takes a country turn for a dusty road. Like, I can't help but imagine. I'm going to see if I can try and find a picture of what I'm imagining really quick, because there's a very specific image that I have, like, in my mind listening to this. And I just want to see if I can find a picture. Like, you know what? It's pretty close. It's pretty close. When I'm listening to this song, this is the image that I see. An old truck driving down a country road. Because like it just has this kind of feel to it, right? And the actual rhythm of the music to me feels like those bumps on the road. Dun 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 dun. Like just rolling on this bumpy road, and I see the band kind of in this truck, and they're just like grouped up and singing this song, and perhaps they see the girl that's mentioned in this song, and they're like, "Ah, you broke my heart." You know, like it just has that kind of country-esque feel to it, which I really enjoy. I love the guitar in here. It's definitely not McCartney singing. I don't think it's Lennon either. So I'll see who's singing on this track. But like, I just really love the imagery that this song conjures up to me. I like the little, I'm not going to go as far as to say solo, but the moments at the end when the guitar kicks up a little bit. Really enjoy McCartney's bass as well, especially on the second half of this track, where it's allowed to kind of, what I'm going to say is frolic a little bit. He's playing kind of a standard bum, 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 kind of bluesy. And then even though it still stays bluesy, I like at the end where he's allowed to explore the fret a little bit more, go up and down, add some color to those notes. There's a loud sound outside. I don't know what it was. Like, I just like that he's allowed to roam. Kind of like this truck is on this drive and roaming in its travels. I think that that's really cool, and I think that that sounds absolutely phenomenal. Let's go ahead and look at the lyrics here. What goes on in your heart? What goes on in your mind? You are tearing me apart when you treat me so unkind. What goes on in your mind? And I love how the rest of the Beatles behind her, ooh, just providing that little harmony beneath everything. The other day I saw you as I walked along the road, but when I saw him with you, I could feel my future full. Just cringing, just folding up. It's so easy for a girl like you to lie. Tell me why. What goes on in your heart? What goes on in your mind? You're tearing me apart. I met you in the morning, waiting for the tides of time. But now the tide is turning. I can see that I was blind. And he repeats again the lyrics there. I used to think of no one else, but you were just the same. You didn't even think of me as someone with a name. Did you mean to break my heart and watch me die? Tell me why. Whether you meant it or not, that's what happened. Let's look at the track here. It says that the song was later released as the B-side of the US single Nowhere Man. Then as the 10th track, of course, on Yesterday and Today, is the only song by the band credited to Lennon, McCartney, Starkey. Who's Starkey? And the only song that features Ringo Starr on lead. So there you go, a little Octopus Garden here. Reached number 81 on the Billboard Hot 100. Who's Starkey? Oh, Okay, well that makes sense. I'm like, who's Starkey? I didn't know that was just Ringo. It says the early version of the song is heavily inspired by Buddy Holly and differed substantially from what we just heard. It says it was nearly recorded in 1963, but ultimately did not do so until later on. According to Lennon, it was resurrected with a middle eight thrown in, probably with McCartney's help. Barry Miles also claimed that McCartney and Starr combined for the middle eight. There's no formal middle eight in the song, although one chorus and one verse are extended. Listen, all that means nothing to me. I'm just being 100% honest. All that means nothing. When asked about his contributions, Starr jokingly responded, "I wrote about 5 words to What Goes On, and I haven't done a thing since." Well, I think that sounds quite quite wonderful. And then there's some cover versions here as well. That was a good track. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments down below. Follow me over on Twitter. Press the subscribe button if you're not already. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all later. Bye. You can't tell me that this song didn't make you think of an old truck driving down a country road.